Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series Hashtag 24 Semifinals, brought to you by Hope Esports. I'm Saiter and I welcome you all to match number one. It's going to be a very crucial game for all the teams. In order to start well in the semifinals, the flight path is here, initiating from Primorsk and finishing off towards Lipovka. Basic flight path, but particularly favoring the southern regions of Erangel map, which will make it difficult for teams to access the northern regions of Erangel, and at the same time central regions will be difficult to access. But right now, if we talk about Team RH Academy, they're heading towards Primorsk, and Team Killer Crew, maybe they head towards Ferrypier. Right now, they're just colliding. What if they access the petrol pump regions? They'll surely maintain a split. At the same time, if we talk about Team Blood of Nepal, sorry, Team Blood of Nepal, they're heading towards Sosnovka military base, and along with them, I guess it's Alpha Esports who is also heading towards Sosnovka military base. So it will be a huge fight, a mega war coming up from Sosnovka military base's side. The first circle has been initiated too, ladies and gentlemen, and the first circle is favoring the central regions of Erangel map, and at the same time, the northern regions of the first circle too. But a gunfight happening between Blood of Nepal and Team Alpha Esports. Master will be immediately taken down. He's knocked out for now. And tensions rising for Alpha Esports, because this is not the kind of start they were expecting from this Erangel game. They wanted a better start. But Top Looks, he goes with a grenade. Kasam knocking down Top Looks as well. That grenade flushes out his own teammate. Master will be finished off with that grenade. And not number one G31. He has a explosive bow and a Scarrel. Now he'll shift onto. But he got a UMP45 now. Better option from close range. G31 comes up with that opening field. That's up. Immediately he'll be finished out. And Blood of Nepal, they are down to 3 players. It's a 2v3 fight and still manageable. Toplux is still knocked out. And Kasam is lacking with his HP, so there is a possibility where Kasam can get knocked out as well. And if that happens, immediately Alpha Esports will jump back into this game. And it will be an even Steven numbers factor. The lack of loot is bothering it. Alpha Esports. And Top Looks, can he get that revival? He's crawling back. And Kasam should try to flush out Top Looks. But Kosho takes down another player. This time it's Sher Bahadur. And what's Blood of Nepal doing right now? The players, no communication is being seen between them. G31 takes down another one. This time it's King. And G31 now needs to revive Top Looks. It's just a 1v2. Kasam won't wait. Kasam immediately closes in. And this grenade might bother Kasam a lot. This grenade going way too back. But G31 pulls out a 1v3. Blood of Nepal gets eliminated on 20th position. A really good start for Alpha Esports, but they lost 2 of their OG players. God Esports, wow, wasting no time. Thorfinn will get that revival, but God Esports lost 2 of their players. Mess and Papa, both of them sent back to the lobby. A decent kind of start for God Esports. On the other end, FQD Esports, the last player will be taken down, and even Team Fight to Death, they are eliminated from this game. So multiple teams getting eliminated in the initial stages. It's an early fight scenario everywhere going on. 999 Esports versus Executioners. We might see this fight happening. And Executioners, they are even going for the slamming. So they are very much excited. Immediately. Ministro, he'll be knocked out. And Executioners now, they are on back foot. But still that cover coming up from the back end areas. Another player closes in. And now Executioners, maybe they're trying to accumulate in this particular compound. Going forward for that close range fight. But a player holding that off that angle is very much important. Ministro takes down Manfalas. That was Datix who was taken down, and Datix will be immediately flushed out. Manfalas of Executioners was knocked out, and Team KKR coming out of nowhere for the third party. Manfalas, he'll be flushed out just like that. Ministro taking down another player. 999 Esports, they're fading fast. Just 2 players are alive now. Is it 999? It's Datix Esports, ladies and gentlemen, and a Caustic with a spray taking down 2 players. Ministro making a blunder, coming in the line of fire. And Executioners, all of a sudden, they fell on their face. And now one last player is surviving. One or two. Only one last player. It's Mike Royce, who's on his feet. But he won't be able to save his own teammates. Caustic flushing out all the players. Danger God very smartly giving his finish to some other team. He is a villain, isn't he? Caustic did so much hard work. But Danger, he doesn't want to give his finish to Caustic. And from back in the areas, Killer Crew, they're continuously going for the sprays, trying to get some amount of profit for themselves, even though they have secured the first finish for themselves in the way of third party. But they are not satisfied yet. They want more. They need more. Continuously, they are raining those sprays, those bullets. And now, Killer Crew, I guess they're just backing off. Still Danger God, he lying there and hoping that his teammate would save him. But that happening is, very much difficult, even for Mike Royce as well. And now Caustic, really close in from open areas. Mike Royce right now with that S12A, then he pull off a clutch, and he steps down, moves in, and Mike Royce takes down Coco. What was Keiko doing there? He couldn't even fire. And Mike Royce moved in so much quickly, I guess Keiko wasn't expecting that. And now Ace typically needs more amount of ammo. He's lacking with 5.56, so what if he checks out that crate and he gets some amount of 5.56 ammo? It'll be a better way to initiate that fight. And now he's checking out for some more ammo. He gets a UMP-45. But why isn't Killer Crew going for a slamming on this compound? They should have read the finish feed. And this is the moment where they can get 2 extra finishes for them. Killer Crew is 4 players strong. And Caustic picks his monster truck and backs off. And Mike Royce, somehow he is trapped here in this compound. And at any moment, Killer Crew, they can go for the slamming. But wow, Killer Crew avoiding fire and the greed of finishes. And Killer Crew heading towards the circle. This is unexpected. Well, I was expecting that Killer Crew might try to get more finishes for them. But no. This game is more than finishes. Well, it's Team 44K who is bothering Team Gun Machines. And Gun Machines already 2 players have been knocked out. ZZ has been finished out. Prince is knocked out for now. Sendovic and Benny is the 2 ray of hope surviving. From back in the area, it's Team FR who is rotating for now. And Benny goes for the grenade on 223. Won't be able to make those connections. ChatGPT closes in. And just with that pump shotgun, will Benny be able to make that difference? Well, when you have a shotgun, you get a boon to clutch. And Benny now sitting idle in the corner. Suzerain knocking down Mashal of 44K. Did Benny read the finish feed well? If he did, he must get to know that now things have been easy for him. But Benny gets knocked out. That was a poor attempt to make shot connections. And Sunday, he's hugely separated, fighting a whole another team. And who is that? Going for the slam, and it's team number 18. And Sunday find very much difficult. It's Fallen Ruthless. Team FR coming out of nowhere for the slam in, but 4KD esports from back in areas. They're closing in from open areas. My goodness, expect the unexpected here. Sapir is the last man standing. Cage knocking down Ciano. Army Ciano. Well, Sapir not ready to give up. Pushes out a player from back end areas. He'll be stabbed in his back. Sapir with a good attempt. Cage will be flushed out. Faker King finishing Zabir and Team FR. They get eliminated on 13th position. Back-to-back fights. Finishes raining right now. FR Esports, they're heading towards the circle. And very close to them, I guess that is Team 03. They've spotted Alpha Esports. 03 brothers raining those bullets. Aramo getting knocked out. Retaliation coming in. Alpha gets spotted. Alpha Top Looks gets spotted. Quilla won't make a mistake. Number 1 G31. He can't do anything now. There's no possibility to save his own teammate. So now he has to. He has to move towards the circle. The second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. And we couldn't even see the shift of the circle, but now it moves for his southern ship. We couldn't see the circle at the moment, it was shrinking. So many fights have been going on till now. We got busy covering up those fights. But as we all can see, the circle went for a southern hardship. And still, Rozok is deep inside the circle, and look at the amount of teams present in this particular area. Such a huge cluster it is. Team 44K started off really well. 7 eliminations for them. Our Rage Academy playing with absolute cautiousness. 12-18. Even they are playing defensive. And number 1, G31, he has found a spot for himself inside the circle. So all he'll do is just survive. He carries a brilliant gun power. And in the initial stages, he already smoked out the Blood of Nepal. So his confidence is on peak. All he gotta do is just find a safe spot for himself and avoid fights with teams strong in number as compared to him. So he has to avoid 1v2, 1v3s, and 1v4 kind of fights. And more, he has to focus on equal number of fights. Pokeri Esports, they are being surrounded by Mouse Sovereign. Such a huge split maintained by their side. Eilish with that off that angle, punishing Godless. But for now, Eilish won't be that much lucky to knock down Godless. And still, Mouse Sovereign, they are trying to create those angles. Oh! That was a very smart move. 4KT Esports, Zeus 4KT, with a very smart move, especially Abele, just creating a flank angle. He knew that a player would come up on that ridge to punish Zeus 4KT from close range. And he just went back, created a flank angle. And wow, that was a brilliant move in my opinion. Such a brilliant play by Zeus 4KT. Our Sovereign, they got outsmarted. Fellas, even he is having a flank angle. And Zeus 4KT players, do they know about Fella's position? Or they don't? Second circle is about to finish off. And here comes in the third circle of the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a southern arch shift. O3 brothers, near Pachinki areas, they have a really good spot for themselves to hold for now. Teams now will start moving towards the circle. Is 44K Chivalroop? Well, he's still in this game, but why is he so much separated right now in Lipovka? Too much far away from his teammates. He needs to start moving right now. Hype Esports Nuri moving with that bicycle. Now Sovereign backed off from that fight. Victrolam Europe surviving with 2 players, Aizen and Cobra. And they choose a bad compound. Killer Crew, they've been surrounding this compound since a very long time. But Killer Crew, they back off and they head towards another compound, a compromise between Killer Crew and Vitrolam for now. Why is Killer Crew compromising? Don't they know that their opponents are again lacking in numbers? And Killer Crew they made the same mistake in the initial stages. They could have got 2 teams at a time. Executioners and one more team that was, I guess that was team number 9. That is team Datex. Both these teams could have got eliminated, but since Killer Crew decided to play passive, right now Executioners, they're still in this game. And they carry a very good gun bar, so I need to see how much long journey Mike Royce he makes it in this game. 12 teams, 35 players, and this is stage 3. And now after a few seconds, the blue zone will start shrinking in, and now it's silence everywhere. Nobody is fighting anybody. We saw so much action in the initial stages, but now players are just sitting idle, not pushing any fights, not taking any kind of initiative as well, just waiting for their opponents to make mistakes. O3 brothers, they might fight RH Academy, and RH Academy have been playing very passive till now. Kurama, he's way behind from his teammates, and he's just hoping that he reaches his teammates soon as possible. Until now, all three brothers, they've been guarding Pochinki. And on the eastern edge, now we can see some action. Series 4 KT, they are fighting Team 21. Which team is that? Was it Team 21 or Team... There was Team 17, I guess, Mouse Sovereign they were fighting. They dealt few amount of shots, even 12-18 is in the nearby areas. RH Academy, they've attacked O3 Brothers. That fight has started. And MVP has been flushed out immediately. Judges is knocked out of RH Academy. But that was a long range knock, so RH Academy won't be bothered by this knock for now. But this squad house is a bothering position. I mean, you don't get enough amount of breathing space if any team attacks you. And easily those grenades get connected. So I guess RH Academy might start leaving that squad house as well. And you can head deep inside the Pochinki areas. Stage 4 has been initiated and Circle now completely ditches off Pochinki. Circle moves for a western shift. And Team KKR, they are almost at the center of the circle. Mouse Sovereign continuously losing their players. I think it's something very much concerning. The Ruthless was about to get knocked out. Fellas, where is he? Is he right with his teammate? No. He's way behind. Hold another comes down. It doesn't really matter because even Fellas is out of the circle. ChatGPT getting another frag. This time it was Norway. Team 44K securing their 8th elimination. And I'm not surprised at all. This kind of performance we see in the most of the games. Whenever 44K play, they play with so much aggression. And always their Ken power is so much on point. But Aramol knocking down. Overall, Rage Academy. A brilliant long range tracing on the vehicle. The revival, can it be provided? Two players going in for the slam in. Judy going for the grenade. Doesn't make any kind of connections. Villa getting knocked out this time. And O3 Brothers, I mean, they dug their own grave is what I feel. You don't get much breathing space in the squad house, and that's what has happened with Quilla getting caught by the grenade. And very smartly RH Academy using that squad house as a bait. And baiting Team O3 Brothers. Paramore is the last man standing. Where is he gonna head? Is he gonna fight his opponents RH Academy, or he is just gonna let this fight go? 12-18, NST7 getting knocked out. Dennis and Ecstasy. Only two players are surviving. They're squaring up upon Zeus for KT. And maybe Ecstasy will be bypass Zeus for KT and enter the circle. IP Sports. Noor is taking on maybe G32, G31. But G31, he has been eliminated. So that 1v1 of Noor, we won't be able to see that for now. But he's been wasting his grenade since he doesn't know that his opponent was right in front of him, has been eliminated from this game. 11 teams, ladies and gentlemen, and 26 players. Paramore fighting Mouse Sovereign now. RH Academy heading towards Hype Esports' Noor. Can Noor defend it now? He has the M249. And has he revealed his position? Hasn't moved yet. And I guess RH Academy doesn't really know what's on the other side of this small cement formation. But all is, he's moving way too close. And Noor now getting ready. But he can stab Olis in his back. Has he read the finish feed? Fearless has knocked out Olis. And Olis will be flushed out as well. RH Academy had no clue. And why did Olis go there? Hype Esports' Noor will be taken down by Godless. And Hype Esports, they are eliminated on 10th position. But this casualty could have been avoided. NTB Esports. Only Sunny is the last man standing now. It's 44k in front of them. 22-23. He'll be getting knocked out. But no need to worry there because 44K has an army of players alive. But from back in areas, I guess it's Vetrolam who is troubling 44K as well. Sunny is getting enough amount of cover, but grenades are not gonna let Sunny live peacefully behind that monster truck. Now Sunny takes down one player. Wanna take down another one. He takes down Marshall as well. But look at his HP. He is so much low. He takes down another one. ChatGPT getting knocked out. Sunny, can he go for the clutch and bare HPs? Oh my goodness! NTB Sunny has pulled off a miracle. A 1v4 in 10 HPs. He's an absolute genius, isn't he? Wiped off the existence of 44K. 8 teams, 15 players are still alive. What a game. Till now. So much unpredictable happening. 8 teams, 15 players, KKR defending their back. Outrage Academy, by the way. They want to enter the circle, but Team KKR will be looking at them as easy finishes because they are pinned down at the edge of the circle. Pella's getting knocked out. Ruthless is the last man standing. Mike Roy is surviving so much for his team, making it to the top 8. NTV Esports survives. Sunny is on whole another league. And now, making his way to the circle is the most difficult job he has to do. He has to keep extending his rotation. A huge bypass taken by Sunny. And he is still extending his rotation. But can he find a safe spot inside the circle? Oh, he straight away goes for the slamming. Takes down one player. Switches on to another one. But this time, Sunny fails. He tried his very best, although fought like a warrior. But he bears some margins. Use 4KT, they'll survive. But even they're eliminated. No, they're still in this game. Look at the HP of Faker King. That was a very close call. Even Faker King could have been taken down by NTB Sunny. Black Cobra. He's out of this game. His team is eliminated. That's Vitrolam Europe who gets eliminated on 4th position in this Rangle game. And now, it's a battle between 3 teams, ladies and gentlemen. Team KK, Killer Crew. 6 eliminations, 3 players still alive. Mouse Sovereign, only Ruthless is surviving for now. Use 4KT, so many amount of finishes, so much amount of finishes to secure 11 eliminations they have. Brilliant piece of play till now by 4KT Zeus. But can they get a winner chicken? And only Ruthless is present inside the circle. And Ruthless doesn't need to do anything extra. All he gotta do is just hold his position here. And the players by themselves will start charging towards the circle. And 4KT Zeus, they're not even interested to make their way to the circle. Well, Zeus hasn't exploded yet, hasn't opened his fire yet. Still, Team KK and, well, finally, Ruthless, he knocks down Godless, stabbing him in his back. Till now, Team KK and 4KT Zeus were fighting, but now Mouse Sovereign doing the third party. Still, Ruthless didn't get that confirmation, but he takes down Faker King now, and it becomes a 1v3 for him. A ran over attempt made by ABC, and ABC getting knocked out as well. Oh my goodness, Ruthless, can he take down another player? That was a very close call. No cap, getting surviving in 10 HPs. Fearless, getting too much close. And the grenade was right on target, it is all over. Team KK, they'll be getting that winner chicken in a Killer Crew with a total amount of 7 eliminations. Gets a winner chicken in a glorious winner chicken in a this Rangle game. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be taking a small break and we will be right back with match number 2. It's going to be Miramar. Till then, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series Hashtag 24 Semifinals, brought to you by Hope Esports. And as expected, it's time for match number 2. It's Miramar. Flight path is here, ladies and gentlemen, initiating from the northern regions of Puerto Prizo and finishing off towards the eastern regions of Ruins, currently favoring the central regions of Miramar map, which will be easy for teams to access the central region drop locations. But how will you head towards the northeastern regions? Because I've seen most of the times team are heading towards Cruz del Valle, El Azar, Tierra Bronca, Campo Militar. But in this game, it's so much difficult to head towards these particular drop locations. But if we talk about the southwestern regions as well, even Chumacera, Valle del Mar, Pachona, these drop locations will be very much difficult to be accessed. But the lobby doesn't really care about all these things. The lobby wants aggression and finishes in the initial stages. So I guess we might see a huge clash coming up from Los Leones, Picado, and even San Martin. No team headed towards Impala. That's a huge surprise for me. But if we head towards Puerto Paraiso, it's Team US, and maybe they'll start fighting Team 1218 after a few seconds after they collect their weapons. XTZ has a height advantage over Scar 1v4, and sort of trapped Scar right now is because he's so much close to the players of 1218. Amrit Bolte, he has to execute it as soon as possible. What he's gonna do, I guess he's trying to go for that flank angle. Mouse Sovereign, again, not a really good start for them. In the last game, they got hashtag 2, but whichever team plays well in the first triangle struggles in the very next game. So here comes the struggle for Mouse Sovereign. But Eilish filling up the team with hopes, taking down a player. Retaliation will be and Spiky knocking down Chikulu. So Mouse Sovereign, they're about to be down to 2 players. I thought Mouse Sovereign will make a comeback after this first sit back, but that is rarely possible now. Hardly possible now. Team FR, they headed towards San Martin. I was expecting clash from San Martin as well, but no team headed towards San Martin except Team FR and Team Gun Machine. They're taking on Alpha Esports. Well, Alpha Esports' primary drop location is Picado. They have tons and tons of experience of this particular portion of the map. So Alpha Esports fumbling in Picado, this is kind of a rare thing happening. We've seen this happening in the past, but now against Team Gun Machine, this happening is a bit difficult. And in the last game, Alpha Esports, they had a really good start, but they faced a few casualties in the initial stages, and they will try to avoid that in this drop clash with Team Gun Machine. The stadium era is being held by Team Gun Machine. One player tried to climb the rooftop, and Beniki will succeed to climb the rooftop, and he's spinning down. G31. Does G31 know about Beniki's position? I don't think so. And it will be a surprise for G31. He has to be very much careful because Beniki, if he targets G31, he'll secure a knock, and then going for the revival. Alpha Esports, the probabilities of them facing more casualties will increase a lot. Spiky getting knocked out of both 3 brothers. In Mao Sovereign, they're trying their very best to make a comeback in this fight. Well, Chukulu getting that revival. So Mao Sovereign, now they are surviving with 3 players. Suzerain getting knocked out. Vetrolum back to back. Oh, no. Beniki gets spotted. Beniki gets knocked out. And I guess Beniki won't get that revival as well. Now he has to go down, but I think Alpha Esports, they'll start closing in. Well, Beniki is getting that revival immediately. But Sunday, he has to stop now Alpha Esports from closing in. And Alpha Esports now approaching the stadium. Just 1 gate to make the entrance, to make the breach is dangerous. Sunday moving ahead, and Sunday gets knocked out. Beniki gets knocked out as well. Not at all surprising that was Easy is the last man standing. None of the players of Alpha Esports got knocked out here. Master knocking down Beniki. Master got knocked out though. But Zizi, he had no clue about G31's position. And Alpha Esports winning that drop clash very easily. On 17th position, we'll be seeing Team Gun Machine getting eliminated. Even Hype Esports, they're out of this game. And all the drop clashes, all the fights being executed well. The fights are over except this one. Also versus both 3 brothers. Ruthless not stopping with that pre-fire once he pressed the trigger. endless pre-fire that was. Eilish getting the third frag. And now just one last player is remaining. Where is that one last player? Paramore has the height advantage. Can Paramore go for a 1v3 now? Basic helmet vest. Not enough resources he has. And is his position revealed? That's the important question for now. If it isn't, then he can surely surprise Mouse Sovereign a lot. Triple Nine Esports on the other end, even they are into action. And are they eliminated from this game? Not yet. Not yet. A lot of Nepal. Even they've lost King from this game. Got Esports playing with just 3 players. 44k. An absolute disgust from them. Coming from the last game. They got 1v4. They got clutched to 1v4 by NTB Sunny. Team Datix. Desperate tries from their side. And NTB Sunny again as he pulled off a clutch. Not this time. All the players contributing equally in terms of finishes from NTB Esports' side. 4 eliminations for them. But this fight was executed in open areas. Right in the northern regions of Los Leones. In Puerto Brazil, still that action going on between team 1218 but not got an open area. Prime is the only player surviving, and I guess he'll flush out the player he's knocked out in open areas. Ecstasy getting knocked out as well. And now Prime focusing on this close range fire against Nico. He doesn't have a vest, that's why he needs to be very much cautious. But Prime takes the initiative and is moving in. What did Nico do here? I guess he got stuck. Nico making a blunder, and this will help Prime a lot with utilities, vests, and a lethal close range weapon. Now S12K can completely change the direction of this fight. It was so much easy for Nico. He just had to make one body connection with that S12K, but he failed to do so. And Prime now getting the boon to clutch. LSD7 is knocked out in open areas, but he'll surely provide the information to the remaining 2 players. That's Dennis and Ecstasy from 1218. 1218 cannot fail. They cannot afford to fail. Can Prime pull off this miracle? In the last game, we've already seen a top-notch 1v4 happening. And in this game, can we see a deja vu? Prime goes with the grenade. Dennis survives it really well. Prime pulls another one. And this time, at least 2 players can he knock down. Well, he has just 2 grenades in his hands. At least needs to knock down 1 player. That's the only way he can make a comeback in this fight. Ecstasy getting knocked out. Good job done there by Prime. Survives the free fire. Prime moves in, takes down Dennis with that S12K. Does he have any healing? Bandages he's got. Will he be able to pop in them? Oh no, he's about to bleed out. That's so much close. There was so much close. But Prime, by the appearance of margins, he survives. Dennis submits. Prime, you need to check out the crate. What if you get a first hit for yourself? If that happens. Team US, they will rock. But here comes in the Molotov. And I guess Ecstasy. He's gonna get flushed out. Prime taking the last player down. And 1218, they got clutched to 1v4 by a single player of Team US. Starting off so well in this fight. And then just 1 player executing a 1v4. That is so much heartbreaking. Team US, they survive. 1218 gets eliminated on 14th position. Bad execution on by 1218, in my opinion. Too much casual they were, just for this one last player. And Prime taking advantage of this casualness of Team 1218. And this sets an example that no matter what, you should never, ever, ever let your guard down. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and second circle moves for a southern hardship. Ape inside the circle, 44k, straight away heading towards the center of the circle. Now the priorities are straight. Grab a winner, chicken dinner. Team KK, even they are heading towards the center of the circle, and as always, the OG strategy kicks in. Play passive. In the last game as well, Killer Crew played really very passive. Here as well, Killer Crew not taking the fights in the initial stages. Not picking the fights in the initial stages, just going with the flow. Alpha Master getting knocked out. Alpha Esports cleared Picado. And now, it's NTB Esports right in front of them. Top Looks. Oh, Top Looks goes for a 1v2. And now Alpha Esports, they're 1 step ahead in this fight. Well, is he heading towards Master? He cannot move ahead Cover coming up from back end areas. It's top looks, I guess. They'll be pinning down Val. Does Val has grenades right now? Oh my goodness, he was the last player surviving. G31 doesn't make any mistakes in close range fights. And with this, into esports, they get eliminated on 13th position. And G31 has been such a crucial asset for Alpha Esports. 4 eliminations he has contributed in this game. Last game we saw him clutching 1v3 against a team that was, I don't remember, I guess that was Blood of Nepal, who he clutched in Sosnoka military base. And here G31 again adding value, contributing 50% finishes. Out of 8 he has contributed 4. And that is a huge deal. This change in the lineup has really made Alpha Esports' team pretty much balanced. And they're getting the results as well. Wow, so Rain. Eilish got that 1v4, but Chikulu has been finished off as well. So before being eliminated, I guess that was Paramore. Paramore took down a player, flushed it out completely, and then ruined the game for Mao Sovereign. But in the last game, we saw Ruthless. It was just a solo player surviving, and out of there, he got a hashtag 2 for his team. And here only 2 players are surviving. So we cannot count out Mao Sovereign of the contention. But this Miramar, this is something different as compared to the Rango. This is the most toughest map to play. Rotations are comparatively more difficult in this game, and we haven't seen the lobby being aggressive as compared to the last game. The edge circle will be heavily equipped by players. Back-to-back tracing made by his side. He even troubled Eilish, he even troubled G31, but Alpha Esports, they will get out of this mess. Now the retaliation coming in from Alpha Esports' side. That's such a huge distance. I mean, making connections at such a long range, it's going to be difficult for Alpha Esports. And by the time they close in to flush out the knock players, I guess the job will be done by their opponents. Revival will be provided, and the hard work will all go in vain. 44k meanwhile. Till now, they were not seen on the positive side of the finish feed. They finally start taking fights, and it's not really a good start for them. 223 bleeding out really quick. KK getting that height advantage for himself. Circle moves for a West North shift. And now only 2 or 3 teams are present inside the circle. Executioners, Team KK, and on the east end, 44k. And right behind them, I guess it's Team AST. So 44k needs to watch their back, because AST will try to enter the circle. Astra Creatives. And maybe Astra Creatives might get their attention drew by Alpha Esports towards them. $44k. Moving deep inside the circle. They're straight away heading towards Alpha Esports. Oh my goodness. A disaster could happen here. Kosher getting ready. Kosher knows that there is a moving buggy right around him. And now even the cover coming from back in areas. Even Shivel knows that there is a player around him. Oh, the grenade knocking down Kosher. The cover was brilliant. And the grenade too. Did Kosher take down another player? Shivel will immediately clutch out. T31 knocking down Chat GPT. Kosher now running for his life. Master gets knocked out. It's Rushni. Rukni off Astra Creatives. From back in areas for Esports, they're troubling Alpha Esports so much. Jenny steps in closer. Looks at the situation as an opportunity. Even Team KK, they have their eyes on this particular fight. Well, Chin, he can spot Marshall easily. But Marshall is just sitting there very quietly, not moving much. G31 gets knocked out. Marshall with that fabulous grenade. That was a well-cooked grenade. Due to it, G31 got knocked out. And Team KK, now they are troubling Chinny. Marshall, he flushes out G31. That was a surprise surely for G31. He doesn't really misses close range fights. He rarely messes up close range fights. And this time it was a surprise from Marshall. That's why he got taken down. Gunnar on the other end finishing off Ministro of Executioners. blood of Nepal. Into God, last man standing. Kasab takes him down with that sharp reflex. Job has been done by blood of Nepal. Last game they fumbled. This game they are very much confident and in a really good touch as well. 12th position executioners. They get eliminated from this game. Need to do better in the upcoming Rondo game. The last game. Not the last, but the second last game. And after that, we'll head towards our main event of the evening. 11 teams and 32 players. Alpha Esports making situation manageable for them. But this is such a small area. Marshall still not moving much. Still trying to survive in that exact position. But now God Esports, I guess, they smell the Marshall bleeding. No, they didn't. They didn't. And Marshall takes down Miss. Immediately. Looks at another player. Uh-oh, in a sandwich situation, Marshall is. Jenny won't make a mistake. Alpha Esports, did they read the finish feed? Kosho taking down Miss. Slazy knocking down Master. Finishing him out immediately. Alpha Esports still in a sandwich situation. But now, Astra Creatives, they are moving closer as they need all these finishes to go in their pocket. And Alpha Kosho inside that shack. Immediately, Rushni will be welcome with that grenade. Rukini taking down Kosho with that Velcro grenade, but the job hasn't been done yet. It's still God Esports right in front of him. By the way, Alpha Esports, they're eliminated on 10th position. This game was pretty much unlucky for them. Astra Creatives. The whole team is accumulating now here. The whole team is being deployed in this particular position in order to take God Esports down. Well, Bilal from back end areas, he'll try giving cover to his teammates. And in close range, Rushini and Melio will try to do the job. Torfin goes for the grenade. Melio gets knocked out. Brilliant opening has been created there. Oh, Torfin. Trouble's rising for him as well. Slazy moving towards Ginny, and Slazy, he will be immediately punished, but still on his feet he is. Didn't get knocked out. Torfin, he should move closer. He needs to watch. Spalal from back end areas, he can increase trouble. So Gushini getting knocked out, Slazy getting knocked out, Melio getting flushed out. What's happening here? Astra Creatives fell in their own face. God Esports, a magnificent play by their side. The deadly duo of Jin and Torfin is absolutely unstoppable. Torfin's 1v1 with Bilala. Oh, he backs off. He backs off. That's such a clever move. Circle needs to be prioritized. Bilal moving towards the circle, I guess. Moving very closely. And Torfin finally makes those final connections of Bilal. Astra Creatives, they're eliminated on 9th position. Bilal tried his very best to escape from that spray. That is really happened. What? Team KK, they closed in. Gino struggled a lot with that S12K, but finally finishing ABC. Where are the other players? Why only ABC closed in and not No Cap and Rainy Didi? Well, I guess ABC got too much excited, and that excitement eliminated him from this game. It was so much unnecessary to just push by himself all alone with no cover from his teammates. Bad decision made by ABC, and this decision might cost Killer Crew this winner chicken dinner. 8 teams, 18 players, Blood of Nepal. Oh! Atasab was about to get knocked out. That was a very close call. 8 teams and a total amount of 18 players. Circle moves for his southeastern chip. And this is what we see most of the times. If the circle is favoring a city, don't go into that city. Because in the end stages, it will ditch that city. And all the teams which have bought properties into cities, which are holding houses and properties into the cities, well, they will face difficulties to enter the circle later on. It will be such a huge chaos, and that has happened in this game as well. Now, even our Rage Academy, they are facing difficulties. Even Mouse Sovereign will find it difficult to enter the circle. But our Rage Academy, the situation can turn into a sandwich situation. Fuse 4KT, Cage, third party coming up on him. Popping knocking down Fearless. And from back in the areas, I guess it's Blood of Nepal coming out of nowhere for that slam, and this was desperately needed. Cage attacking Rainy. And Rainy cannot even step out of that shack. He has a Molotov, cannot use one. And Rainy goes for the jump shot, misses, and Zeus 4KT Cage won't disappoint. Atasab getting that revival. By the way, Kancha, Ghana, he has his eyes on the rest of the players. But still, no team is present inside the circle. That's such a huge surprise. And this will cause a huge chaos. This is going to be entertaining. The situation is going to lead us to a blockbuster finish. Mouse Sovereign with his R-Rage. Oh, one grenade! And two players will be flushed out. Ruthless, again with his ruthless performance. Again, making it to the top 6. So much consistency is being shown by Mouse Sovereign. Kana, the last man standing. Thorfinn finishes Kasam. 6 teams, 10 players. Bodies, both, Duo, and Thorfinn. They've been performing so well, and Thorfinn finishing Kanda. Blood of Nepal getting eliminated on 6th position. But Kana didn't even get enough time to stand up and head towards the cover. 5 teams and a total amount of 9 players are now alive. Mouse Sovereign with a burning vehicle. They have to make it to the circle. They have no other options left. Oh my goodness. The bear that was will be surprising Mouse Sovereign. Gino finishing Ruthless. Alright. It was a collaboration between God Esports and Team FR. Now, Thorfinn, can he execute a clutch? Oh my goodness, 2 players have been knocked out. Thorfinn is on whole another league. In Team FR, they're just down to 1 player. It's a 1v1 left. But Thorfinn doesn't have much utilities in his hands. And now he has to head towards the circle. He needs to secure his back. Can he reach that rock on time? And he enters the circle too. But I guess Team FR will enter the circle as well. Thorfinn doesn't have move west. And that too a 1v2 fight he's involved in. Things are getting difficult and difficult for him. Can he become a hero for his team? Wuxian doesn't know about Thorfinn's position. They don't know that Thorfinn has rotated. And now he's behind that rock. And Thorfinn needs to show some trigger discipline. So that both the players land in the same line of fire. Zabir has spotted Thorfinn. Thorfinn again with a beautiful spray. Zabir is lacking with his HP. Thorfinn goes with the Molotov. Thorfinn even lost his helmet now. So the situation is slipping out of hands like a sand. Like sand, the situation is slipping out of hands of Thorfinn. And Team FR has so many options. Again, Zabir will be targeted. He goes for another free fire. This time it's Wuxian who will be targeted. And now the blue zone coming into action. Uh-oh, Zabir puts a grenade. Thorfinn doesn't even have enough space to move. And that's an overcooked grenade. Zabir has made a blunder. He could have ended this fight with those 2 grenades. Thorfinn will be taken down by Wuxian. It is all over. Team FR getting that winner chicken dinner. 6 eliminations for them. Thorfinn with a great job. 12 eliminations will be secured by Core Esports. And this is where this Miramar game ends. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break and we will be right back with match number 3. It's gonna be Rondo. Till then, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series Aztec 24 semifinals brought to you by Hope Esports. I'm Saiter and I welcome you all to match number 3. Well, today, total amount of 4 matches are going to be played, out of which it's the third match, and it will be played in the map of Rondo. We're witnessing two flight paths, ladies and gentlemen. One initiating from Fongchun, finishing off towards the southwestern regions of Amay Town, and the second initiating from the western region of Tin Long Garden and finishing off towards the eastern regions of Nashuan. Well, both the flight paths will help the teams to access the hot spots of this Rondo game, because initially players will focus on getting as much as finishes as they can for themselves, and later on placement points will be focused, or else, I mean, something new we might see, players can play with complete aggression throughout the game. New York's factory will be easily accessed, Yulin will be easily accessed with these two flight paths. The first circle has been initiated, favoring the central regions of Rondo map, stadium deep inside the circle. Even some of the northern regions of this map is present inside the circle too. But if we head towards Yulin, such a huge area this is, but so much amount of teams, which makes it so much exhausting for players. Look at ABZ, he's trying to knife his opponent. Okay, knocking down Eliza. From back in areas, immediately the cover will be provided. Kasum will be knocking down ABC. And Kasum is moving so much quickly, like he wants to seek redemption for his teammate at any cost. Here's where the Pixel Pig won't make those connections, and ABC has been provided that revival. He has a Molotov right now, and this Molotov will completely unsettle Team KK. But the Molotov went too much back, and now Kasum, he has to move in. Kasum goes for the pre-fire, takes down 3 players! Oh, Killer Crew. They're out of this game. No, they're not eliminated, but they're out of Yulin now. And now they have to focus on their recall. Started with a total amount of 18 teams. Team FR, who got a winner chicken in the last Miramar game. Right now, they are here having a height advantage. And at this prime location, once you gain the height advantage, you can control this whole area. Saber moving ahead. Dennis gets knocked out. Sabir making no mistake. And now from back in the areas, it's Niku who wants to sandwich Sabir. But I guess Niku will be taken down by Fly, 77k. And even Shakid, he's also present in nearby areas, so Niku turns out to be, it's a 1v3 situation for him. Will Sabir go all in by himself? Oh, Niku, so much low he is. And Niku getting knocked out. Niku will be flashed out as well. 12-18. They are into fight. Executioners having a bad time. And Executioners is not in their OG form. Mike Royce easily will access the recall tower, and the recall phase is now officially over for Executioners. Poor performance, in my opinion, by Executioners in the recall phase. We've seen them doing better, but this time Executioners, they couldn't do that great. "18 teams, 59 players still alive. I guess no team has been eliminated yet. Zeus 4KT, all their 3 players in this particular area. It's a huge gamble, in my opinion. One needs to get out as soon as possible and access a recall tower. 4-3 brothers. They spotted NTB Viper. And NTB Viper, it's so much desperation from his side. He needs to access those recall towers at any cost. Hype Esports, 3 early eliminations. That's a really good sign. Team FR still holding the height advantage, not completely entering the Yulin areas, just waiting in the outer skirts. 4KD loses another player. Miss. Finishing off Cage. This is a huge gamble by Team 4KD Zeus. Prime so much low. Scary for now, stopping FI Esports. Marshall has got another intentions on his mind. Star moves ahead, knocks down Marshall immediately. Marshall didn't see it coming. He didn't know that Scar is so much close to him. And rest of the 44k, they're swimming underwater. What's happening here? Hype Esports. Nuri needs to be recalled. Astra Creatives. Even now they're invested into loot. Their recall phase is officially over as well. Petroleum Esports in open areas. Jay getting knocked out. Eilish on the other end knocking down ZZ of Gun Machine. Beniki gets knocked out as well. We'll head towards Gun Machine. Prince is the last ray of hope. The last player surviving. Can he recall any of his teammate? For now. Recall will be awarded. He's going for the revival. Eilish is trying to move closer of Mouse Sovereign. Here goes Eilish. With one last fight. Prince gets knocked out. Does Beniki have enough healings? Here goes in the Molotov. And this could be game over for Beniki, but he heals himself. And he kept himself out of the property. Oh, grenade was right on target. Beniki dodging that grenade by the Barrister Martins. Beniki pressing that recall button. Eilish again grabbed the buggy and trying to create another few angles. Well, ZZ will get that revival. And Eilish taking too much time. And the player who is being recalled right now, I guess that's Sunday. And after dropping, Sunday will start creating troubles for Eilish. And Eilish gets knocked out. Eilish could have executed a 1v4 here, but Eilish gets absolutely nothing. All the players will be given revival. Eilish took too much time. Prime against FI Esports couldn't do much. Last game he executed a 1v4 when it was needed the most. Yep, Prime didn't succeed. 4KD Cage. He knocked out Master of FI Esports. So, the fight hasn't been finished yet. FI Esports, they are still into action. They're still into fights. But one of the players of Zeus 4KD has fallen back. Recall has been given. Looks. Eliminating the outer threat. That was Abdali. And top looks. Oh my goodness, that was a quick pixel pick. That was nasty. That short connection going through the heart of Lux. Top looks being eliminated by Godless, but recall is being provided. And in this game as well, G31 doing a phenomenal job for FI Esports. 5 eliminations he has contributed. Brilliant job done by G31. The second stage of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for a northeastern shift. It's still in Yulin. Hype Esports will continue to fight Team FR. Here they face another casualty. Team FR, even they've done a great job by just holding the high ground advantage. Shine is the last player present here from Team Hype Esports. He's trying to move closer. And Zabir gets knocked out. Came up immediately. He had nothing there. Didn't even have much healings. Didn't much wasted his teammates' time. Didn't waste his teammates' time, and he submitted immediately. All the other players of Hype Esports, they are being recalled back into this game. Mouse Sovereign. They are eliminated from this game, I guess. No, they're still in this game. I thought that Mouse Sovereign has been eliminated. No. They're still alive. They're still fighting. Mouse Sovereign's 2 players have been knocked out. Gun Machine, I guess they are out of this game. Yep, Mouse Sovereign. In fact, they eliminated Gun Machine. So the retaliation has been seeked. Eilish tried very best to eliminate Gun Machine, but Eilish failed. It then brought the entire team in the same compound and eliminated Gun Machine. What a retaliation. What a revenge. Well, stage 3 has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for a northwestern shift. And now it's time to move towards the circle. It's time to enter the circle. Not many teams are out of the circle for now. And now the aggression will increase. Finish feed is going to run at such a speedy pace. It's going to be very much entertaining. 44k losing 223. You need to maintain the numbers advantage factor by the edge circle so that it is easy for you to get that winner chicken dinner. 44k couldn't do that. They're down to 3 players, and now maybe while entering the circle, as they're sharing those vehicles, they will face few more casualties. Hype Esports, Noor could have got taken down, but he reaches that recall car and he presses the button too. And right behind him, it's 1218 who couldn't see him. 1218 now sees Noor, but the recall has been provided, and Noor sacrificing his own life just to bring back his teammate into this game. 44k Shivel has been eliminated, and this is what I was talking about. Since 44k is sharing vehicles, their probabilities have been doubled up to face more casualties, and they face more casualty, and now they're just down to 1 player. 44k messed up in this game, and now they're completely dependent on the last one, and they have to perform well in the last game so that they can make their way to the grand finals. 14 teams, 49 players. Executioners versus Killer Crew. 1218, even they're into action. Nico getting knocked out. And look at Ecstasy's position. As Astra creators who've been targeting 1218 since a very long time. Astra creators not really in a hurry. R8 surprising NTB. Viper getting knocked out. Kurama had no clue about Norway's position. Even Norway got knocked out. Even Norway got humbled. And Val and Sunny, will they be able to reach our reach on time? I don't think so. There's no attempt being made by Val and Sunny for now. So it's just now 2 players of NTB who'll be surviving here onwards. And if RH goes for that slam in, I guess it can be game over for NTB Esports as well. Mouse Sovereign losing Chukulu and Ruthless. Even Eilish and VZ, they are sharing these vehicles. Well, we saw Ruthless 2 consecutive times out of nowhere securing a kit position for his team, despite of facing casualties in the initial stages. And in this game, can Eilish and VZ do the job which Ruthless did in the first and the second game? FR versus Cheers for KT, Sabir. Finally, he'll be ended. Team FR. The last game they got that winner chicken dinner. Here they got eliminated in the initial stages. 12 teams, and a total amount of 41 players. And on 13th position, Team FR gets eliminated. No cap. It's time for him to get knocked out. Man for us. Sends back. No cap. Back to the lobby. ABZ and Rainy is the 2 ray of hope now surviving. FR Master getting knocked out. FR Esports versus NTB in close range. Sunny and Val. These 2 are dangerous. Dangerous duo. These 2 are dangerous players. And this is a dangerous duo, ladies and gentlemen. And they are fighting Daikino and G31. Alpha Esports picks the ping by Sunny. And he misses to make those connections. Retaliation now immediately coming in from Alpha Esports' side. Sunny trying to flush out the players as well. There's 4 ammo in his S12K. G31. 6 finishes he has contributed. And he is just in his terrific form. Alpha Esports conquering NTB. The deadly duo of NTB falls short. Averi getting knocked out of Cheers for KT. 14 eliminations, my goodness. Zeus 4KD securing 14 eliminations. That is just phenomenal. Hype Esports is Shine. Will he be able to make it to the circle? Executioners are right in front of him. Where will he go? And Shine just crosses Executioners. Executioners couldn't do anything. But right at that spot, I guess it's Team Zeus 4KT who went for a random slam in. That was a surprise for Executioners. They were completely focused on Shine. And Godless came out of nowhere. Kini knocking down Ministro. Godless taking advantage of the situation, stealing the frag. 17th elimination for Team Zeus 4KT. And Cage, look at him. 10 eliminations contributed by his side. Solo domination. And now him becoming a savior for his teammate as well. Oh, through the smoke now. Danger God getting knocked out. Manfila's avoiding that revival as he knows the more time he spends in that pit, the more probabilities of him getting eliminated. Circa moves for a central action. It's stage 5. 9 teams and a total amount of 27 players. All is knocking down MVP of O3 Brothers. Quilla last place surviving. Spiky cannot do much. Shine in a corner still surviving. Amrit Bolt spots him. Shine's team gets eliminated on 9th position. RH Academy trying to breach the property of O3 Brothers. Spiky in that corner just sitting. Quilla has to take the responsibility. Spiky getting knocked out as well, and from back in here as it's Daikino picks up the last player of O3 Brothers. That was Quilla. And with this, O3 Brothers, they get eliminated on 8th position. Team US might become a center of attraction. Look at how deep they are present inside the circle in open areas. They need more cover. 4KT Faker King, he's out. Choose 4KT. Oh my goodness, they're eliminated from this game. Choose 4KT had tremendous amount of finishes, tremendous amount of eliminations, but they will fall short. They are eliminated on, I don't know which position, but that was not enough because positioning points and your finishes, your elimination must be in association. Extra Creatives going for a slam in out of nowhere. Scar takes down 2 players. What a defense of Team US. And Scar is the last man surviving. But Alpha Esports going for the third party. You almost crushed Astra Creatives there. But the third party ruined everything. Alpha Esports gets some more finishes for them. Alpha Esports is playing with 3 players. Master, Daikino and G31. Top looks, he's finished off. I guess a recall was given there. And that brought back Daikino back into this game. And now it's just 5 teams and a total amount of 13 players. RH Academy. They made a good way inside the circle. But just a small portion they have in the small pit could be dangerous for RH Academy as all 3 players are lying in that same pit. And Alpha Esports versus Astra Creatives. Daikino getting knocked out, giving Astra Creatives the upper hand in this fight. But Astra Esports, they cannot close in as Alpha Esports, they have higher ground advantage. And right now, Alpha Esports just heading towards the circle. Slazy will get knocked out. G31 won't make a mistake. Information will be seeked immediately. Rukini tried to change the scene and attack Manfilas, but won't be enough. And Manfilas takes down Rukini. Daikino gets flushed out because of the blue zone. And 12-18. Did they win that fight against RH Academy? Yes, they did. Revival will be provided to Ecstasy. And it's a fight now between 3 teams. Manfilas from Executioners has been through a lot. But now he makes it to the top 3. Hats off to this player. Now he has to just wait for his moment to come. Although he is spotted. His position is compromised. But maybe 12-18 doesn't know about accurate position of Manfilas. But Alpha Esports, they do know. And Alpha Esports, they're focusing on 12-18. It's a 2v2v1 fight. This game is more than finishes. Executioners, they don't have enough amount of finishes, and now in the in circle, they shouldn't focus on getting enough. They shouldn't focus on getting more. They should focus on just getting this winner chicken in at any cost. Alpha Esports winning the game of 12-18. 12-18, they get eliminated on third position. Now they get eliminated. 12-18 gets eliminated on third position. Alpha Esports getting the 15th elimination. Manfula closes in and he will be taken down by number 1, G31. Winner chicken dinner for Alpha Esports with a total amount of 16 eliminations. Hashtag 2 for Executioners, where it was looking so much difficult for Executioners to even make their way to the top 5. They managed to secure hashtag 2, which is incredible. With this, ladies and gentlemen, our match number 3 has been ended. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 4. Till then, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the last game of the evening. It's time for match number 4, and it will be played in the map of Erangel. And here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from the western regions of Chotapal City and finishing off towards the southern regions of Miltapa. A decent flight path, favoring the central regions of Erangel map. It will be very much easy for players to access the northern regions, and it won't be easy for the players to access the northern region. It will be very much difficult for players to access the northern regions, I must say. But easy to access the central regions, and similarly, heading towards the southern regions as well will be very much difficult for players. We have started off with a total amount of 16 teams and just 63 players. I guess one team is playing with the one player disadvantage. But as always, the last match, lobby is always very much dirty, very much aggressive. So players, I guess they will prioritize more and more gunfights, drop clashes in this last Erangel game. And in the initial stages, we might see a lot of bloodshed as well. Well, multiple teams might head towards Pochinki. School apartments is expected to be a hotspot. Even a huge clash might come up from Milta's side as well. But for now, no team is heading towards Milta. Blood of Nepal, they're heading towards school apartments. O3 brothers, they headed towards Pochinki city. Just O3 brothers present right now in Pochinki. So no team right now is going for a drop clash or a gunfight. Teams playing with so much discipline. So the initial stage might be very much dry. Or in the initial stages, we might see a lot of steadiness. But after a few minutes, we might see the lobby sizzling up. Scar just going as close as possible so that he can pin down executioners. He could have prone down. Oh, no. Well, executioners, they want to pick a fight with Team US. Manfilas, has he stopped? No, he hasn't. Scary made some connections there with the iron sight of that Scarrel. An executioner is just a matter of time. They will collect loot and they will come back here to pick a fight with Team US. That's surely gonna happen. NTB Esports just had a good Erangel. The first Erangel. After that, NTB Esports hasn't really shown resilience. After that, NTB Esports faded off so fast. The first Erangel. Killer Crew. Killer Crew got that winner chicken dinner, but after that, even Killer Crew couldn't show consistency. Well, Mouse Sovereign, I guess, is the team who has shown a lot of consistency today. And Killer Crew, they are straight away closing in. They are interested in this fight. It's FR Esports right in front of them. And is FR Esports playing with 3 players? No. Right now, but in this Hall of Fame building, there are only 2 players, and the help is coming in from the back end areas. So ABZ and Rainy has to be very much careful because Fly might cause them a lot of trouble. And do they know about Fly's position? Shakit straight away goes with the slam, and what's he doing here? Shakit being too much aggressive, too much excited. This is something you need to avoid. ABZ getting knocked out. Zabir again provides advantage to his team in this fight. No cap. Just holding by that broken wall. Junior, he closes in and no cap won't make a mistake. Knocks down Junior. And Junior, I guess, was prioritizing a Molotov, and by mistake he left the cover and came in open areas. Being unlucky there. No cap just got one opportunity and didn't mess it up. And you just usually get one opportunity. You have to utilize it. Oh my goodness, Zabir knocking down no cap. Sharp reflexes shown by Zabir. Rainy going for the revival. Oh, should have gone for that 1v1. Should have gone for that 1v1. Zabir going for that quick right peek. Rainy very much low. Now let's see how much sharp those reflexes are. But Zabir with the savage shotgun connections. And FR survives. Wins that fight as well. Zabir with a 1v4. And Team Killer Crew, they've been killed in the initial stages. Get eliminated on 16th position. Can Machine? Even they couldn't hold themselves from initiating a fight. Oh no. Prince is knocked out. Sunday, he's been finished off. They've picked a fight against NTB Esports. Benny, he needs to Heal himself. Oh my goodness. Benny gets knocked out. Says he now. Last man standing. Norby right in front of him. Pulls a grenade. Says he almost got knocked out. And now change in angle. Is he gonna head towards Prince for the survival? No. Even ZZ doesn't know what he did here. Well, Gun Machine gets eliminated on 13th position. And the fight continues. And immediately, Blood of Nepal, they executed the loot in school apartments and they started rotating. And now they're on a search. They're trying to search praise as they want to become a predator and secure as many finishes as they can. But Custom gets a surprise. And Custom has been flushed out immediately. Bit unlucky Custom there. Alisa, can she take the revenge? Well, immediately now, Blood of Assam heading towards this Hall of Fame compound. King. Oh, AKM-66. Zabir gets knocked out. That was nasty. King. Looking forward to flush out Zabir. Junior. Swap the seat. Attacked King. King. Too much alert there. Junior getting knocked out. And now one last player. Fly surviving with just bare HPs. Zabir bleeding out right in front of him. Jump shot by King. Puts in the final nade in the coffin. And Team FR Esports won't really be able to survive for a very long time. They're eliminated on 12th position. And now just 11 teams. 42 players are alive. Astro Creatives, they're fighting Zeus 4KT. Slazy has been pinned down. And that monster truck is too much slow. And Slazy has to stop. With a third party coming up on Blood of Nepal. Alisa paying back. With a long range knock that's 12-18. They were trying to interfere. They were trying to surprise Blood of Nepal. But they couldn't do so. And in return, their players are being knocked out. And I guess Blood of Nepal, now 2 openings have been created. They knocked 2 players out. So I guess Blood of Nepal, they will grab their vehicles and they will start closing in. Even our Rage Academy, they are into action. It's Alpha Esports, who out of nowhere popped in right in front of our Rage. Judy and all is now 2 just players surviving. And now, you're not gonna get anything after falling back from this particular situation. Heading towards the safe areas won't do anything for you. Choose 4KD losing Faker and Cage. Only Godless and a Bailey. It's the 2 array of Hope surviving, and they need to survive as long as they can. And within a fraction of a second, my goodness, 12-18, they defended themselves. Niku though, he got flushed out. But it's absolutely fine as 3 of the players of 12-18, they're still alive. And Blood of Nepal, they've been eliminated on 11th position. There's now 10 teams and 33 players alive as Danger God of Executioners. He will be crushed with that vehicle. And Executioners, their priority is Circle. And after that, if their first priority is met, they will focus on their second priority, that is finishes. Everybody getting knocked out. As for Creatives, trying to chase down Zeus 4KT. Abeli knocking down Melio. It's time to jump down. Can he take down another one? This time he misses. Just needed 1 bullet connection of S12K. Even 1 bullet connection would have been enough. But Godless goes for a grenade. Oh my goodness, the grenade couldn't go down. Godless could have committed a suicide. Godless pulls another one. And this time I guess he might knock down a player. Not enough. Still not enough. Godless now moves down, takes down 1 player. How did he find connection there? It was such a cheapy angle. And now it's a 1v1. Oh my goodness. Bilal steps out of the panic room. And Godless will be taken down with just 1 shot of the DBS. It's so much entertaining. Astro Creative survives. 44k on the other end. Now it's their turn. Let's see what they've got. What they can bring to the table. 8 eliminations. Wow. They've been rocking till now. And why don't they play like this in every game? this aggressive, because they're known for aggression, and whenever they play aggressive, they perform so freaking well. God, esports. Have they eliminated Alpha Esports? Yes, they have. Alpha Esports, they're out. Well, 44k. They're about to lose Marshall as well? Where is he? He's far away from his teammates, Executioners, versus two of the players of 44k, Chat GPT and 223. For now, 44k, they are satisfied with this current scenario. I don't think so. They're gonna poke Executioners. 223k's vehicle got stuck there. Some of the rare moments. And this is the problem with Mirado. You need to make sure you park it well. It's a very high maintenance vehicle because it runs fast. Because it runs fast. Well, I guess UAZ must be a very low maintenance because it's a SUV with a high ground clearance, and I mean the best vehicle to drive in Erangel and Miram, the best vehicle to drive anywhere. Eight teams, 21 players. And after a few seconds, we'll be witnessing stage number 3. And there are many teams who are playing passive now, especially those teams that face casualties. 12-18, still trying to find players, still looking for opponents. Executioners now moving deep inside the circle. Astra Creatives, even they are rotating, and maybe they've seen some movement there. They've seen 12-18. Astra Creatives Rukini maybe is trying to interfere. He's trying to intercept 12-18's rotation. Oh, Bilal getting knocked out. But he was too much close. And in open as well. He got surrounded by the players of 12-18. Creatives losing another one. Rukini just a try. Just an attempt. But it wasn't enough. And Astra Creatives. Now they're down to 2 players. And now what will be their strategy? Are they going to go aggressive? Is 12-18 going to chase them down? Because even playing passive won't really help you a lot. So all you can do is just focus on your gunpowder. You can try to improve your gunpowder in this last game, as it doesn't really matter much. Because if you are at the bottom of the table, no matter what you do, you're not gonna end up in the grand finals. Especially Astra Creatives. Their position is pretty much uncertain on the points table. So making it to the grand finals is still a big question mark. So it's better to play aggressive and give us some entertainment. Well, Executioners, they went very close to 12-18. The HP of Microids. Wow. With such a huge range, 12-18 still making those connections. And now even Executioners, they backed off. All 3 brothers, they're trapped in between a 44k and on the back end areas, I guess it's called esports. Even Quilla now getting knocked out. 223k. Crushing the players down. Changes to see ChatGPT knocked down Ace MVP. Only one last player is now surviving. Paramol. Just a small tree trunk. Constant spray is being attempted. ChatGPT gets knocked out. Paramol, a bit of relief for him, as now he has to focus just on one angle. But what if Chino, he moves in? He moves closer. Paramol knows that ChatGPT just got knocked out. And Chino from such a height. He flushes out ChatGPT through the smoke. So much unlucky that is. Paramore He's still helpless. He's not trying much. But even 223, he cannot move with his vehicle inside the circle. That's the sad part. Wow. Just by the Barrister Martins, Paramore survives that spray. Gino finishing 223k. 223 or 44k. Despite of such a long range. Easy connections made by this gentleman. 7 teams and a total amount of 40 players are alive now. 44k, they've been eliminated on 8th position. Six teams, 13 players still alive. And the pace has slowed down a lot. 12-18 trying to surround. Trying to surround Astro Creatives. Well, they now back off. Yemna is out. 12-18 constantly losing players. Six teams and a total amount of 12 players are still alive. Fourth circle just got initiated, southeastern jet by the circle. NTB esports right at the corner of the circle. Ecstasy getting knocked out. In 12-18 is welcoming fights with their arms wide open. They are not hesitating to initiate fights. Ecstasy got taken down by executioners. 7. He goes for the slamming now. He was waiting for this moment since a very long time. He's getting knocked out. LSD7 has no fear, no insecurities, just trusting his guts. Oh. Keeney takes down LSD7 and 12-18 gets eliminated on 6th position. 5 teams and just 10 players alive. Circle moves for a Western Archer, ladies and gentlemen. And RH Academy, after so much patience, they finally go for the slamming. I'm all taking down Judy. All is Paramore. All 3 brothers getting eliminated on 5th position. It's a battle between three teams. NTB Esports came a long, long way. But now they need to end this well. Melio. Great job done there by Melio. Immediately switches on to NTB Esports Sunny. Look at him, how low he is he? But Sunny, let's to see another day. Executioners, just because of the low ground disadvantage, they're struggling so much. Ministro getting knocked out. Sunny knocking down Kidney. Manfalas takes down Val. Oh, just to finish Val. Manfalas sacrificed himself. And now can Sunny get this winner chicken dinner for his team? Yes, he will. It is all over. Winner chicken dinner for NTB Esports. With a total amount of 9 eliminations, NTB Esports got this winner chicken dinner. Hashtag 2 for Astra Creatives. 6 eliminations. Well, I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. We will be meeting tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Till then, have a great night. Bye bye, good night, and take care.